Okay, the explanation for mental card and die, which involves usually two people and two dice, one handkerchief or scarf, and one pack of cards. The cards are shuffled by one spectator. All you need to know is the top card. Now the way you can do this, it's very simple. You can just look at the cards and say, are they well mixed? And simply look at the top card, which is, in this case is the real clubs. Now if you're into magic in any way, you can do what we call a false shuffle. You could look at the bottom card, say the 8, and bring that straight to the top. Okay, there's the 8 there. So that's the card. I need to remember. Any way you do, you need to know the top card. And there are fancy ways of doing it, and there's some very simple ways, and it doesn't really matter. The key to the trick with the two die is this. You ask them to write down a number before you start the trick from 1 to 20. In the case of the little get-together I had with those two youngsters, James wrote down the number 11. Now if you look at that footage, by the end of that trick they believe that I never saw that number 11. Okay, so it's a bit like the other dice trick where you peeked or glimpsed at the number. So casually you say, just write down a number. Now if you start going like this, you say, it doesn't matter if I see it. And then you sort of turn away, but you do need to know that. So there's number 11, and you remember that. Now the secrets are so simple. Once I throw those dice, there's a principle that the two sides of a die add up to 7. You don't do it like that. You ask them to add the two top numbers first. 5 and 3 is 8. And then the two bottom numbers, 4 and 2, is 6. Now they will always add up to 14. So, in other words, once you've glimpsed that first number, all you do is add it to the number 14. And you'll see in the explanation in the book and in the routine, if you look at the link, it looks quite incredible, because even if people are aware of the 14 principle, it's sort of disguised in this trick. So you're adding 14 to 11. And 14 added to 11, of course, is 23, and that's how it turned out in that little live performance we did. So that's the die. And once again, you count from 1 to 30, pretending you're using a Facebook technique, keywords or whatever, to glean that information. Now the card thing is a beauty, because once you know the top card, in this case it's the 8 of clubs, all you do is undercover, you take your thumb and you just turn over the cards this way. Now that's done underneath, so you can't see this way. So when they cut through the cloth, it feels like they have a free choice, and in a sense they do. But before, as you're bringing the cards out, you simply turn this over and give them that card, which you know is the 8 of clubs. So one more time. It goes under, it turns over, they cut through the cloth, you turn it back over as you come back, and that forces the 8 of clubs. Then you just take this away and leave them with the card. So it's a great trick, because they're not aware that you turn the cards over underneath the handkerchief or scarf. You're forcing the top card, 8 of clubs here, it goes under, it turns, they cut, and as you bring this back out, you turn it back over and give them the card. Then you do your Facebook technique, you red, black, you know it's an 8 of clubs, of course, but pretending through your Facebook technique, you're pretending that you still don't know what the card is. And of course the illusion is that you're reading their facial expressions and their body language. So you say red, black, you stop on black, okay, it's a black card, club, spade, it's club. Now they'll smile at this stage because you're right. Then you just go ace, 2, 3, 4, through to king, have a little think, and then say, I think it's the 8 of clubs. and the impression is that somehow you're reading that from them. So it's a great double routine for two people, just using a pack of cards, two dice, a pen and a bit of paper. You got a great routine. I hope you enjoy it.